Yeah.
It's your boy Chad Rob. We back, baby. I Am Who I Am, the podcast. Episode 6. We live and direct coming to you. Check us out on iTunes Podcast, Apple Podcasts. I'm excited to announce that we are finally on Apple Podcasts. That is a blessing, and I am thankful. We are also on Google. Check us out there. Google, I believe it's Google Music. We're there as well. And of course, Spotify, SoundCloud, and here on YouTube. So check us out. I am who I am. We are there now. We're still working. It's been an interesting week for me. Been on this grind, trying to get focused on, getting focused on getting the podcast up, getting my YouTube channel going, and doing it all basically by myself. So it's interesting learning and growing and being able to get this out to you fine folks, and hopefully y'all get something from it. Don't let obstacles they say it's the devil when stuff start going wrong, get in your way and stop you from doing what it is that you love to do or that you want to do with your life. Just keep going, just keep pushing, because you just never know. You never know out here, man. Anything can happen anytime. And if you quit, you won't get it. But you may be one day away, you may be 20 years away. But once you quit, though, for sure it ain't gonna go down. I would really like to say that I am more excited about NBA basketball than I am about the NFL. And I am an NFL guy. I'm a Chicago Bears fan, die hard. And with everything going on in the NBA, I believe the tip-off is Tuesday. We got the Clippers versus the Lakers. And I don't know if they're doing a better job marketing this year or what's going on, or just all my teams, because Florida State's my college team. We trash. I live here in Tennessee. They trash. And then my Bears keep losing games they're supposed to win. So football's been a rough year for me, but basketball, they got me interested. I'm going to be tuned in Tuesday. If I don't catch no other games, I'm going to be tuned in Tuesday. I'm curious to see how LeBron and AD are going to do in the regular season, and see if they got what it takes, to stay healthy for one, and then, play together to be the NBA champions this year. A lot of people giving LeBron James flack for the China stuff going on, this China situation. I don't know anything about Hong Kong or China, so I'm not going to speak to what he said or his comments. But as far as saying, he's all about the money and he's this and that, look, LeBron James is a business. Yes, he's a great basketball player, but he is a business. And it's business. Nobody wants to affect their bottom line when it comes to customer service. So I don't want to hear none of that. He's selfish and greedy and all yada yada. He's trying to set up his kids to get money off the name LeBron James. That's a business. He's trying to keep going forever. Kind of like Michael Jordan. He ain't touched the basketball and since the Wizards, whenever that was. I believe it was like 2003, 2002, something like that. And his brand ain't going nowhere. Michael Jordan here to stay. Even when he's gone, his kids will have that logo and be able to make money off that business. So I don't want to hear nothing about that. Let's judge him. Let's judge him on the basketball court. And not to mention, he ain't trying to really talk about that. He's more interested in his squad. He knows now that he has the opportunity to win a championship. So I'm sure that's what he's focused on. He ain't worried about y'all critics talking about this and that. Now, what's the comments kind of off basis? I think so. If I worked in here in the regular world and I said something like that for a $1 billion business, billion, whatever it is, I'd be fired, immediately. So, I don't know what the difference is, but, let's lay off my man for that, because it's his bottom line. That's his dollar. That's his bread. He needs his money. Everybody need that money. That's what we out here chasing at it. But as far as his squad, I've watched several of the preseason games, and they are looking tough. I mean, they got shooters, they got defenders. They're big, they're fast. I mean, when LeBron James is your weakest link on defense, I feel sorry for the opposing team. I mean, it's gonna be fun to watch, but like I've always said, you've heard me on this podcast and other things say, AD, he has always been Mr. Glass. So we will see if he can stay healthy and not break. I don't think it's anybody that can stop him. With Dwight Howard being able to play that role of rebounder, defender, put back, whatever role he's playing, a 10 and 10 type of player, 10, 10 and 2. I think, man, it's gonna be crazy, especially when Kuzma comes back. And if they can fit him in, if he can come back in smoothly, oh, it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be trouble. So funny. So I don't know if anybody else deals with this, but in our bathroom at work. So you walk in the bathroom, right? And those air freshener things that go off, they automatic. So let me know if I'm the only one that does this. So I walk in, and it happens all the time. And you get to doing your thing, and then it sprays, and you're like, all right. So me, I'm always like, you know what I'm saying? Thinking, it smelt me, you know what I'm saying? Does anybody else, do that when the freshener go off? Cause that's crazy to me, man. It trips me out every time it goes off. I always check my scent, man. Cause I'm like, man, am I smelling up this thing? But I was talking to somebody. They said it's on motion, so it made me feel a little better. But still, though, it's crazy. Every time that thing goes, I'm like checking myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, is that it go off because of me? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Let me know if anybody out there experiences that with those air fresheners. And also, another crazy thing. Let me check my my little notes I got. I started taking notes so I don't get to rambling or talking. But I was asking my homeboy the other day. I said, he wasn't. I didn't ask him. We were just talking about people that make crazy decisions. And we were talking about, I guess, here locally in other towns, someone that robbed a gas station. And he was like, he done got 5 years for $500. Is it worth it? And I was like, shoot, 5 years for 500, no, but 5 years for 800K might be. You know what I'm saying? Just joking, total joke. But it was just tripping me out because people get out here and they treat their life like it's not a one-time deal. You know what I'm saying? You rolling the dice on $500, $250, $1,000. Hey, $10,000. You rolling the dice, and you willing to trade 10,000 for 5-10 years. So be careful out here with your life. You don't know what's gonna happen. And what could happen in the future. You could be one day away from hitting a lottery or coming up off whatever you're working on. So the running a gas station for whatever change they got in there, it may not be worth the consequences. Because it was crazy. I saw probably 12 cars, 12 cruisers out there. Maybe it might have been 13, 14 cruisers. And it was crazy just for, that robbery. So it tripped me out. And what was crazy too is it was at prime time when the club let out. So it was like 2:30, 3 o'clock. So it was crazy that, someone had to, that's some balls to get on there and rob a place at that time of night, when everybody's out in the mix and watching. So, and they said that he left on foot. So that was crazy too. But yeah, that's nuts. I don't know about anybody else out here, but I know this year has flown by. We got the holidays coming up. It's already about to be Halloween. I'm just thankful to finally get started making some moves, because this year I literally blinked and it was gone. I don't know like wasting time. Like, time goes so fast. You're dealing with kids, life, work, the grind of everyday living, stuff like that. And it's just, you gotta get out here and get it, because you just don't know. And time is going. So I literally remember the first New Year's this year, and it is already about to be November. And then it's about to be Christmas. So this year's gone. But yeah, that's crazy. And then last thing, and I'll let y'all have it. I've been really working on trying to get my quality better and get my production better. So bear with me. The podcast is definitely one of my main focuses right now. So bear with me, and we'll get better content coming. Just dealing with the technical aspect of it and getting everything with the technical part of it taken care of and in order. It's hard to focus on the creative part of it. So bear with me. I'm gonna get some good content to y'all and get some creative things coming. I just when you're thinking 24/7 on how to make something work, it's hard to think on how to entertain you. So we're gonna keep grinding, and we're gonna get better. Believe that. But with that said, I hope everybody's enjoying their week. Let me know if you feel it. Please smash that like button in YouTube. Leave a comment. Apple iTunes, Apple Podcasts. Like me on Spotify and all that. Subscribe YouTube channel. Just follow me on this journey. We growing every day. We trying to get better every day. And I appreciate everybody that's watching and checking for me. But on that note, I am who I am. Hashtag I am who I am. Chad Rob, baby. Episode number 6. We did it. We done with it. And we'll be back to holler at y'all next week. We out this thing. Yeah.